Hey, did you know that 60% of fashion and beauty brands use this one marketing strategy to seduce you into buying their products? This strategy is so simple and effective that almost every brand can implement it, even those just starting out. Of course, this is not the only strategy of successful brands to make some money off of you. Everything a brand does for marketing is not a coincidence. They do extensive market research to understand the product they're putting in the market, the benefits, usefulness, unique selling points. Then brands decide on what's the best price customers are willing to pay, the place most suitable to sell the product, either online or offline or both, and lastly, but just as important, promotion. This is the part we see the most. Those are the ads, brand identity, and the brand's communication strategy. This might seem like a lot, but don't worry, we're here to help. In this video, we will explore 5 examples of marketing strategies successful brands use to sell you their products. So buckle up and let's get in the video. Color identity. Color is one of the most powerful tools in marketing. It can influence your emotions, perceptions, and actions. But how do you choose the right colors for your fashion brand? How do you use color to create a memorable and effective marketing strategy? Well, we're not a design channel, so I won't bother you with too many details. But before revealing the brands behind these colors, let's check out the main color schemes you will see when trying to decide your brand's color palette. Some of the most common color schemes are monochromatic. That's when you use different shades, tints, and tones of the same hue. Analogous, using colors that are next to each other on the color wheel. Complementary, using colors that are opposite to each other on the color wheel, such as blue, orange, purple, and yellow. And lastly, triadic, using these colors that are evenly spaced on the color wheel, such as green, purple, and orange. With that out of the way, let's see if you can guess the colors of these brands. First of all, this bold orange one is Hermès, a high-end fashion brand that is known for its iconic use of the color orange. This color is associated with luxury and quality and also sophistication. Due to the scarcity of materials and resources during World War II, Hermès could not find the cream-colored paper that they used for their packaging. So as orange was the only one available, they used that. It was cheap and most people didn't like it, but Hermès decided to use the orange paper anyways and added a brown ribbon and a logo to make it more elegant. Tiffany, a luxury jewelry brand famous for its signature color, which is associated with luxury, elegance, and romance. Tiffany's blue color dates back to 1845 when the founder chose the color. It was inspired by the popularity of turquoise in 19th century jewelry. This blue color is a perfect match for Tiffany's brand identity as it expresses its heritage, craftsmanship, and innovation. Safe to say, choosing a color for your brand is not easy, but these brands are great examples of finding a color scheme with identity in mind. So instead of just choosing black because it's associated with luxury, we encourage you to put some color in your brand. Storytelling. Another marketing strategy brands use is storytelling. A prime example of using storytelling instead of relying on other strategies is Patagonia, a renowned outdoor clothing and gear brand. Patagonia has effectively used storytelling as a key part of their marketing strategy. One campaign that shows this is their "Don't Buy This Jacket" campaign. Patagonia urged customers to not buy their R2 jacket, one of their best-selling items, in an attempt to address environmental issues caused by consumerism. This bold and counterintuitive ad not only drew attention to the brand, but also highlighted their commitment to environmental stability. In this ad, Patagonia still highlights the best qualities of the jacket, talking about durability and their program to return used clothing, but they're also touching the hearts of customers who are worried about the planet, while at the same time showing why buying into their quality clothing would be a win for those people who want clothes that last. Storytelling marketing is a technique that involves sharing narratives about your brand to engage with your audience. These narratives can be about the brand's history, values, mission, or even about the challenges and mistakes the brand has faced. Patagonia's storytelling strategy is unique because it's not just about promoting their product, but also promoting their environmental mission and values. To start using storytelling marketing like Patagonia, more than anything, brands need to identify the stories they want to tell. Some of these stories can be personal, historical, or even just goal-oriented. The important part is, will your customer identify with your story? That's why authenticity in storytelling is essential. People resonate with personal struggles and the history of the brand, so sharing those details might make people want your brand even more. UGC, Glossier, is a billion-dollar beauty company. It has user-generated content as a key part of their marketing strategy. For instance, Glossier launched a campaign for their Mega Greens Galaxy mask using the hashtag MaskForce. Thousands of real people use this hashtag to post selfies of themselves using the mask, creating a lot of authentic content for the brand. User-generated content refers to content that's created and published by the users or customers. Although in the case of Glossier it was unpaid and organic, some brands use UGC with paying users to generate more content at launch and show real people using their products. This seems very similar to influencer marketing, but it's not the same thing. We will go in depth about influencer marketing later in the video, so stick around. But the main difference is that UGC doesn't use another person's audience, only their recordings, voice, and opinions about the product. This is so effective that according to research, 69% of shoppers have been inspired by social media to make a purchase. That's why Glossier's UGC strategy is so brilliant. It infuses their marketing with the kind of authenticity and trust that word of mouth inspires. To start using UGC, brands need to encourage their customers to share their experiences with the brand's products on social media. This can be done by creating unique hashtags for different products or campaigns, just like Glossier did with the MaskForce hashtag. Brands should also engage with these posts by liking, commenting, and sharing them on their own social media platforms. Remember, this not only makes the customers feel valued, but also helps to spread the word about the brand and its products. Scarcity and FOMO. Supreme has been out of the spotlight lately, but the streetwear brand gave us a perfect example of using limited edition to their advantage. For instance, every Thursday morning during summer, spring, and fall/winter seasons, Supreme drops a limited collection of merchandise. The demand for Supreme have historically outstripped supply, with merchandise often selling quickly. This technique involves releasing a limited quantity of product for a limited time. This creates a sense of urgency and exclusivity, encouraging customers to buy the product before it sells out. Supreme's strategy of releasing limited quantities of their products have been successful in creating hype and increasing demand. People look forward to having these rare designs, and of course, this success has partially to do with its popularity. Still, smaller brands can learn with Supreme and use scarcity or FOMO for their advantage. To start using this technique and releasing limited editions, brands need to first identify which products would be suitable for a limited release. These could be new products or special editions of existing products, such as anniversary editions or with different types of materials. Once the products are identified, it's very important to promote it. And also, it's important to clearly communicate the limited nature of the release to create a sense of urgency. Last but not least, influencer marketing. It's estimated that 60% of fashion and beauty brands have an influencer marketing strategy. For instance, Sephora, a global beauty brand, has effectively used influencer marketing as a key part of their marketing strategy. A prime example of this is their innovative Sephora Squad influencer marketing program, launched in 2019. Sephora held a contest that drew 16,000 applicants for the positions and received 250,000 testimonials from the applicants' social media followers. This approach put the program's decision-making partially into the hands of the influencers' loyal followers, which are Sephora's current or potential customers. Sephora's influencer marketing strategy is unique because it values unfiltered, sorry not sorry storytellers, no matter the number of followers they have. Also, they partner with beauty influencers on social media platforms like YouTube and Instagram to create beauty how-to videos. To start using influencer marketing like Sephora, brands need to identify the influencers they want to partner with. This could be influencers who align with the brand's values, have a dedicated following, or are viewed as experts within their niche. Once the influencers are identified, brands can reach out to make partnerships, and also it's very important to communicate the expectations of the partnership and ensure that the influencers are a good fit. Brands should also consider involving the influencers' followers in the decision-making process, just like Sephora did with their Sephora Squad program. These strategies can also be implemented on a small or big scale. You don't need to hire influencers with millions of followers. You can also use micro-influencers who have smaller audiences that align with your brand. To summarize, you don't need to make every collection or product you sell 1 out of 10 in the world, but you can make shorter, focused, limited pieces on celebratory dates or special occasions. As designers, before going heavy on marketing strategies, strategies, it's good to remember those 4 basic principles of marketing: product, price, place, and promotion. Understanding these principles before choosing strategies is the best way to make your marketing strategy work. So if you're ready to start with the most used marketing strategy, influencer marketing, check out our next video. Thank you for watching.